welcome back to this week's Real Country File. I'm stood in a Summer Barley field. I'm going to give you a quick update on how that's getting on. Also, Rob Mason is at a tup sale up in Scotland, and Angela visits a Hoof trimmer at work in Cheshire. Anyway, this obviously is some Summer Barley. It's called Summer Barley because it was sown in the summer. It's a variety of spring barley. It was sown on the 27th of June after we harvested the winter barley, and it looks fantastic. If we pull a head out of it, you can see now that the nice actual long heads, they've got what's the making of quite a bold grain. It's had loads of sunlight. It's just about had enough rainfall. We're going to get some more this weekend, so hopefully that'll help it on a bit more. It's not bright green anymore. It's actually starting to ripen. You can see probably on the camera, but the tops of the whiskers are starting to go like that browny yellowy colour, not the bottle green of the heads. So I'm really pleased with it. I think it's got some potential. I'm not sure what it's going to yield, but it looks really well. So can we do it again next year? Who knows? We've got a field across the way there that's a little bit bigger than this one. That's destined for winter barley. It's obviously right on the banks of the Mersey. You can see there the fertiliser factory that's not running. That's 2 now in the UK not running. You know, we're just going to have to rely on imported fertiliser to feed the nation, which is an absolute joke. So yeah, that field across there, we'll get some winter barley in that as soon as we can, probably within the next week, and then that'll be early off and back in with some summer barley again. So yeah, I know we've done this before, but does anyone want to guess the harvest date now? It's obviously the first week of September, and it's starting to turn. What do you think? Let me know in the comments if you want to guess the harvest date, and maybe if someone gets it spot on, maybe they could win a prize.
This week on the Real Country File, we have sent our brand new roving reporter. Some of you may recognise him, Rob Mason from the Great Eccleston Agricultural Show. Well, we've sent him up to the tup sales at Lanark.
Hi everyone, Rob Mason, dairy farmer, sheep farmer from Lancashire. So it's 5 o'clock in the morning, and we're actually heading to a sale today up in Scotland. But before we do, we're just checking these 2 calves that we had last night. One just there, one there, 2 mums. So these were born about 11-12 o'clock last night. So we're just coming to check them before we head up north, making sure that they've jumped and they're all okay, and they're all fine, fit and healthy. So they're two new dairy heifers that will hopefully come through into the milking herd and join all the big cows. Let's catch you later on. So we've just landed at Lanark Livestock Auction. We've actually come to the Scottish National Texel Sale today. So it's one of the biggest sales of breeding tups, Texel tups there is in Scotland. So we do have a flock of pedigree Texels. So we've just come today just to have a bit of research and a look and see what's about and what's selling well and whether we get a chance to purchase one or not. But we'll see. So we'll go inside and have a look. Hi everyone, it's Rob Mason here again. So we're up at Lanark now, and there's lots of activity going on. Lots of sheep selling, and I've just bumped into Will Case and his 3 boys. So who have we got here, Will?
Hi Rob, right, we've got Rory, we've got Ben, we've got Thomas, and we're having a good look round. We're trying to find a good tup. We're sort of trying to look for a really good, strong, big, long, upstanding sheep that's going to do a good job for us. So we'll keep looking anyway.
Keep looking, yeah. So you sell mainly shealing, Texel shearlings?
We sell shearling tups, yeah, to commercial buyers, and we're looking for a really strong commercial sheep. We've sort of a lot to look at today, so we'll try our best anyway.
Try our best, yeah. We've looked at a few pens, haven't we? There's a lot of good sheep to look at, and like I say, Will does the same job as us, them commercial, good, strong commercial tups. So we'll keep looking. Have you found out you like boys? Yeah? Put all thumbs up? Yeah, I'm sure they'll keep you in order, won't they, Will? So,
always, yeah.
Right, well, we'll go and have another look round, and we'll see if we can find anything.
Nice one, yeah, that's good.
Cheers.
See you later.
So just having a quick walk through the pens now. A lot of sheep just having a sleep, ready to go to the ring for selling. So there's a lot of sheep here today. Rob here from Real Country File. So we're just outside at Lanark now, and we bumped into a YouTube star, should we call it, of the sheep world?
Well, you're a YouTube star. So
no, not nothing like
the
this.
dairy man.
I am the dairy man, so now we've got the sheep man. So this is Cammy. I'm sure they've all seen him from the sheep game.
But I'm sure very few of you have probably seen me. But it's going steady.
Going steady.
Yeah, people
Enjoying it?
like sheep. Yes,
Yeah.
seem to like it. It's fantastic. I'm actually here today because, and you know, this will be, I can already picture the title of this video that you guys are watching, something along the lines of world record sheep price, and that's why I'm here today. Are you here to buy it?
No, well, I'm not here to buy it. We're here to look and maybe try, but
yeah. Well, a dairy farmer, you'll be better positioned than somebody like me.
Yeah, no, well, we have sheep as well, though, so you know, we're both. But yeah, no, I agree. I think there will be that. There could be that record breaker here. We saw it a couple of years ago with Double Diamond.
Yes.
That was it. 350,000.
350.
350.
Yeah.
There's some fantastic sheep in here today. Have you any picked out?
Yeah, well, I'd be lying if I said I picked them out. I've already been told the ones that are going to be, so I'll not spoil it on here. But
no.
if we're going to say, let's say, right, this has been filmed before they're sold, all right, and I'm going to say that they sell for, you heard it here first, £500,000.
Guineas. I was saying we're in Guineas today.
Yeah.
We're in Guineas today. Yeah. So that's what we're thinking today.
Would you bet on it then?
No. I might start it off. I'll start it off at say 10,000.
Aye,
So,
just to see the big man.
Yeah.
Get the camera out. Yeah. 100,000. I'm out.
Yeah.
Never go above six figures.
Yeah. No. And we're seeing you round about. You do a lot of shearing.
Yes.
A lot of work. Has that gone well this time?
Yeah, the shearing's really popular, especially for the YouTube and social media. You know, shearing, folk love to see. I suppose it's got that ASMR type thing about it because it's nice and relaxing. The wool all comes off in one. It's not very relaxing for me, obviously, but it's good for the social media. I think it's important as well, just to say from a sheep, as the sheep representative here, that the prices that you see in this video are not indicative of, or a fair representation of most of sheep farming. It's a special group. You know, it's like I always use the example of like there's your local baker, and then there's Greg's. They're both selling sausage rolls, but they're very different businesses, and that's kind of the example I use for here.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. So we have pedigree texels, and we're main central commercial market shearlings. So we're looking for good, strong tups here today to breed them commercial tups. But like I say, there's some of the pricing here is totally different breed and different games, like really end games.
Yep.
So, but yeah, no, thanks for chatting and.
No bother. And I suppose I'll do a wee tout for myself. Anybody wants to see the video, I'm making a video here today as well for YouTube under The Sheep Game is the name of the YouTube channel. It will be just all about this sale today, short and sharp hopefully, and I'll get it edited. I'm doing it tonight.
You do it tonight? No, ours comes out Sunday.
Ah, right.
So yeah.
So mine will already be out.
Yours will already be out.
There
So Real Country File, The Sheep Game.
Bro.
We'll be out on Sunday. You'll be out tonight, did you say?
I like to get it out sharp, especially if it's going to be on Sky News.
Oh. Fun.
Brilliant.
Cheers.
85. And you'll see part 2 of Rob Mason up at the Lanark Tup Shells. Does he spend 200 grand on a tup? You'll find out next week on the Real Country Farm.
So if anyone wants to do any sort of reporting for us, get in contact, and then we can, well, tell us what ideas you've got and we can get it in next week's programme maybe. Right, let's see what Angela's been up to with the hoof trimmer in Cheshire.
Now, we all know that there are thousands of maintenance jobs to do on farms all the time, but what some people might not realise is that you also have to maintain the hoof health of cows, particularly if they're in a dairy herd. So I've come today to have a chat to a hoof trimmer to find out more about her job, what it involves, and why it's so important to give cows a pedicure. Right, so I'm here with Sophie and Richard, her dad as well, who trade under. What's your business name actually?
RC Ashton Farm Services.
Right, okay, and so you do hoof trimming in what sort of area, location-wise? Where do you cover?
So we'll be probably 80% in Cheshire and the rest in Derbyshire, and also on our home patch, which is Greater Manchester,
On this farm here today in Cheshire, how many cattle will you be looking at today?
So we'll be looking between 25 and 30 cows today. So we come about every 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah. Yeah, so I got into it really because through my mum and dad, because my dad used to work with my mum beforehand until she had to retire. But before that, when I was younger, I was going quite a lot, and my interest in it just grew, and that's how I got into it and ended up doing it full time.
So both of you, just give us a quick overview. Why is it important to make sure that the cows' feet are well maintained?
As I said earlier on, it's preventative treatment and curative treatment. The cows, they're under a lot of pressure to produce a lot of milk, and the welfare of keeping the feet in good order, as well as the financial effect of having them good and healthy and able to move freely from feed to lying down to the field. Any lameness can have quite a detrimental effect on a cow. They can soon sort of give up and lie down, the milk yield goes and the fertility drops. So it's a double-edged reason we're doing it for the cows and for the farmer, if you like. So we belong to an association of foot trimmers as well, don't we, which is we sort of get together and promote best practice and what new developments there are. We share that kind of interest.
Okay, so it just gives peace of mind for everybody using somebody from that organisation that standards are going to be impeccable.
Yes.
Yeah. Right, okay, so Sophie's just doing some work on a hoof here, so just give us an overview. What's happening with this one?
Okay, this cow's presented lame on her back left foot, and on examination and trimming we found quite a large stone in the middle of the outer claw. As you can see there, the stone's penetrated down to the quick, which is where the blood is, and there's a risk of infection. So we're going to place a block on the other claw, the inside claw, which will lift the outer claw off the ground and help to aid healing and reduce pain. So I'll just show you Sophie will show you the block just fitted on.
Okay.
Put it about there.
And so obviously you glue that on with a special hoof block glue.
Yeah.
How long does that last then?
So that'll last about 4 to 5 weeks.
Okay. Right, let's have a look at it going on now.
Okay, well, have you got the heat on that side?
Do you want to go in?
Yes, I will.
Yeah,
fine. Okay. It's the glue that mixes two constituents of it, and when it's mixed together through a mixing tip, it reacts and sets solid, holding the block in place. Usually 4 to 5 weeks is enough time for healing to occur, and this cow probably, if the block's still on, the next visit we'll remove it as long as the healing's complete.
So fingers crossed it will stay on for the duration until you next come, or alternatively will it just potentially fall off in the field, then that's not a problem?
Yeah, that's about sums it up really, yeah.
And if the farmer still thinks she's lame, then he'll put her in next time, and if she's still got something, then we'll probably just stick another block on if it's come off a bit too soon.
Just the application of a block on that can have a massive impact on the lameness of the cow and the welfare. The farmers report that these cows coming in last in the parlour in the morning, and then within a couple of days they're walking in when they should be earlier on. The feed consumption's gone up, the milk's gone up, so it has a welfare effect and a monetary effect as well.
Yeah. Okay, so we're just looking at the iPad now, which Sophie uses on a regular basis. So just give us an overview. What does this tell you?
Yeah, so what we do is, here you input the cow's number, and you can check what history she's had. So she hasn't had any history, so we've never seen her before. But normally what it'd do is it'd bring up, so if I go back to the last one, history, so that's today's, and then that was last time, so you can see that she had a necrotic toe then, and you can sort of know what you're going to expect to see from the cow. And then all of these are the different kinds of lameness problems that cows can get. So we mark them between 1 and 3. So 1's mild, 2 moderate, 3 severe, and that just lets the farmer know, and then tells them whether so you choose that to block the cow, and then also when you're wrapping a cow, you write that down as well to make sure that they know that there's a wrap on the foot for them to remove.
A wrap being like a bandage?
Yeah, a bandage, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
So then this sends a report to the farmer, so he's got an idea of where things are up to.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I've really enjoyed having a chat to Sophie and Richard here today. They've obviously got some great experience at looking after cows' feet, a really important part of good herd health management.
That's about it for this week. Who's had rain and who's hasn't? Let us know in the comments, and I'll see you all next week, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to click like if you've made it this far as well, that'd be great.